What up, YouTube? Today is Thursday. About to do a bunch of stuff at the shop today. It's early in the morning, so let's hop right into it, man. First project on the chopping block today. I believe this is a saline wing for an SM95 Mustang. I have to prep this and wrap it gloss white. It is like a plasticky, rubbery material, so we're gonna have to sand it to get some of the oils out of it so the wrap will actually stick. I kind of low-key forgot to record me like laying it on there, but I will show you what I did. So this is a saline wing, so any wing really, you have to wrap in multiple pieces. So the bottom is still black, you can see, or that's actually the top, it's upside down right now. So this is the bottom of the wing, this is the part that sits on the trunk. So this is like the under lip. So I got it wrapped around. Goes all the way. I still got to do this corner. But once I do this, I will update you and I'll show you how to trim it, and then we'll flip it. We'll do the other side. Alright, so now you can see a little better. The bottom is all wrapped. And then it has a seam right on this corner. You won't be able to see it once we're done. But this is the top of the wing. And then we're going to wrap this and we're going to seam it over the edge like that. And there's going to be a little line right there that you'll barely be able to even notice. Pay no attention to the scraps everywhere, but yeah, she's all done. As you can see, it's wrapped on both sides. There's a seam on there, but you can't see it. But it looks clean. Project number one, for the day anyway, crossed off the list. Alright, next project for the day, we have this Saab 9.5. We're doing a bunch of stuff to it. We have to wrap it, do a bunch of body work to it. We have a downpipe. We have to do some maintenance to it. We have to do oil pan, all that good stuff. So let me show you what I'm working with. So that's the downpipe. I just took it off the back of the turbo. And then let me turn my light on here. If you want to look under the car, you can see it's all wet. Kind of sucks. It's all leaky. But it's okay. We're going to rip this oil pan off of here and reseal it up. And then we have a couple leaks up at the top that we got to fix too. Alright, today's the next day. Got a little hectic yesterday, so I didn't actually get to finish filming. But let me show you some stuff. Oil pan is back in the Saab and it's all sealed up. I got a couple like rock chips, I just patched them up on the hood because I gotta wrap this whole thing. That's why the fenders are white at the moment. But before I get work on this thing today, we have an Audi S6 in here for window tint. So I'm about to tint this thing.
Much later.
Working on the Saab, doing the rest of the maintenance stuff to it that I have to do. I already did the oil pan the other day. I haven't got to work on it in a couple of days, like over the weekend, just because I had a bunch of other appointments to do. But today's Monday. But yeah, what did I do? I did the oil pan. Right now I'm doing the valve cover, and there is like a freeze plug that's leaking, so I have like a billet one with an O-ring on it. There's a bolt hole there, so they machine it so you can put the bolt in there and hold the new one in. What else? Yeah, valve cover. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah, I'll show you what I got done already. Alright, this is the Saab. It's a 9.5. I think it's a 04. It's a 2.3 turbo. All I did so far was these coil packs. They sit in here. There's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take them out. Bang. This comes right off. There's one plug on the side. That's all I've done so far. Next, I'm just going to pop this bad boy off. It just has clips on it, I believe. Bang. Comes right off. Pretty easy. Set that aside. Now I'm just going to go around and take all these valve cover bolts out. Make sure there's no plugs. There might be like a vacuum hose or two on here. Yeah. Just for evap stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to go around and take all the valve cover bolts out. Make sure there's no oil in there. I believe we have new spark plugs and stuff, so I'm going to do that while I'm in here as well. yeah, so I'm gonna get to taking these bolts out, and I will update you when I got them all out. All right, all the bolts are out. There's inner ones as well. Plugs are still in. I left them in because you don't want to be taking these bolts out and then you drop one into the cylinders, so don't do that. That's gonna be a bad day. But yeah, let's take this off. It's gonna be kind of hard to do with one hand. It's still kind of stuck. Oh, hold on, there's one more bracket. All right, I had to use two hands, but all you do is lift it off. I just had to hold that back like that because it kept hitting. But these are the cams. It's pretty clean in here, honestly. For, you know, it's pretty clean compared to a lot of other cars I've seen. This is the inside of the cover. Usually they're all gunked up, you know, if it's been like an old car with a lot of miles or something like that. It'll be all gunked up and all like sludgy and gross looking, but this is pretty nice, honestly. Alright, so one of the issues we have to address in here, other than the leaky valve cover gasket, is, I don't know if you guys can see, in this hole there's a plug, like an aluminum plug. Or it might be steel, I don't know, but it's a metal plug, and it's leaking, or it was. I wiped it away, but you can see it's a little wet down there. But we have this to replace it. Basically, you shove this in there, it has an O-ring on it right there, and I don't know if you can see, there's an ear on the bottom of it right there that you can put into one of these bolt holes to seal it all up. So we're gonna do that before we do the valve cover gasket. I'm assuming this is here for an older design with a distributor or maybe a cam sensor or something right there, but yeah, all I know is it's leaking and it's not supposed to be, so let's get that thing sealed up. So all I did was these two bolts right here. As you can see, they're the security star bits. They were in here. I loosened them, took them out, and then this, it almost looks like a cam cap. Pops right off. Look at, seals right in there. So we are going to take this guy right out, chuck it in the trash, and we're gonna put that guy in there. All right, so we got this new guy here, this new plug. It has the O-ring on it. This ear is gonna sit facing downwards because if you have it tilted to put it in either bolt hole, the valve cover won't be able to sit flush. So we're just gonna drop this right in here with the ear facing down, and then they supply this Torx bolt. Just put it through the threads through the ear, obviously. That'll secure that in there, and then we're gonna clean this up, clean all the old oil off of it, and then we're gonna get the new valve cover gasket, stick it in here. Looks like somebody actually already tried to do this a while ago. That's how the oil pan was too. It looked like somebody tried to fix it, but it was still leaking. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing in there, and I will keep you updated. All right, so I got the mating surfaces cleaned, the outer one and the inner one. It was a little oily in here where the spark plugs are. Oh yeah, you can still see I gotta wipe that more. So yeah, it definitely was leaking. Let's see, I got this back in with the new plug in there. It's all torqued. What else? While you're in here, I just like to take a quick peek, like down there. If you can see that piece that the chain rides on back there, that's made out of plastic. It's a timing chain guide. Sometimes they break, not just in this car, but in, you know, any car that has one of these. Really, it's possible for it to break. So I always try to at least look down there with a flashlight and check it out at the bare minimum. This one looks okay. There's more than one. There's one for each side. But yeah, as far as I can see, we did find like a little piece of something in the oil pan. It wasn't metal, but it was like the smallest little piece. So I don't think it's a huge concern, but you know, we're gonna keep an eye on it, listen for funky noises, stuff like that. But yeah, let me wipe that out a little bit better, and then I'm gonna change the plugs while I'm in here, just because they're right here, and then we will get the new gasket on with the valve cover back on. All right, we're back in here. We got the valve cover torqued down. It's all nice and sealed. We are about to take these old spark plugs out. I got the spark plug socket on the extension. Just gonna stick them in there and take them right out. Old plugs out, new plugs about to go in. I checked the gap, it should be okay. You definitely want to make sure your car's not misfiring, especially on boosted cars, because they will eat spark plugs. New plugs are in. Now I have to put the coil packs back in. They're all one piece. They just drop right in. It has these 4 bolts that hold that down in there. And then there's just that little cover that goes back over the oil cap. And we'll just get rid of some of this trash and stuff that we don't need. Yeah, after we get this, I'm just gonna double check all the work that I did underneath. I gotta put the downpipe back on, just make sure. I'm just gonna double check all the oil pan bolts. But yeah, put the downpipe back on, connect the exhaust on the V-band, put the O2 sensors back in, and then I think we can get it off the jack stands. This guy. Just gotta go in here. The side with the plug goes that way. That's where the plug is. But yeah, it just goes right on. You'll feel the rubber parts on the coil packs. You'll feel them kind of like squish onto the spark plugs. But yeah, it sits flat. You shouldn't have to push it in with the bolts or anything like that. Just making sure it sits smooth. If you have to fight anything, you're probably not doing it right. Alright, looks like I got everything back in place. I got all the hoses like in their little OEM clips and everything. Everything's plugged back in. So, I thought I heard somebody behind me. So, yeah, we're gonna go underneath and make sure we got everything tight under there. Put the downpipe back on, O2 sensors, and we'll be good.